Today on X-Play, bust out the hookah. It's the 1 hour special X-Play's funniest ever. From the unintentionally funny of Run Like Hell to the ball-busting antics of Conquer, this episode has a little something for everyone. Grabnar, Psychonauts, and some really unfunny in Postal 2. Plus, Michael Madsen, Final Fantasy, and some crazy grindhouse.
Hello, little one.
Notice the difference between white people and black people? It's X-Play's funniest ever.
Adam Sessler. Morgan Bradford. Prepare to be reviewed. Prepare to be reviewed. This is X-Play.
Welcome, comedy lovers, to a very special 1 hour episode of the show. It's X-Play's funniest ever.
X-Play and comedy go together like pastrami and mayonnaise.
And one thing the Cess knows is comedy.
What do you know about funny, Sessler?
Huh?
There's nothing funny about that.
In order to know the art of comedy, Grasshopper, one must fail at comedy.
Well, you must know a lot because you fail so often.
Where is that coming from?
A critical darling, but a financial flop. This experiment in storytelling mingles the turbulent worlds of adolescent angst with the creative juices of gaming craftsman Tim Schafer.
The future is yours, Fred Bonaparte.
The comedic cataclysm that follows is perhaps the funniest game we've ever put our hands on, Psychonauts. You play as circus runaway Rasputin.
But everybody calls me Raz.
As you explore this gray matter gulag, Raz discovers a devious plan to slip away with the psychic cerebrals. To ensnare this mastermind of stolen minds, you'll wade deep into the murky subconscious of an eclectic cast of characters.
Nice use of color.
Beautiful and haunting, whimsical to say the least. The amusing worlds alone might have been enough to raise a smirk from our cold, judging lips. Each world is as warped as the person it resides in, but the true genius lies deeper still.
I do so hope that my mother is proud of me.
Psychonauts' humor remains firmly planted in the emotional psyche of the human condition. The need to fit in, the need to become something greater than oneself, and even adolescent amore.
Let's make out!
What?
The humor is surprising, but never shocking. Psychonauts delves into a more innocent era for their humor while using darker shades to really drive in the joke. Never crude or spiteful, the jokes work while not being viciously aimed at others. Of course, no one's above the occasional bodily function.
That's fear.
It's like if stink bombs laid eggs and then those went bad.
Humor may be an elusive and rare idea within the industry. So many have completely forgotten that comedy can draw the player deeper into alien territory.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
Fortunately, we found comedy thriving in a little game called Psychonauts.
Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda.
Oh, that was so funny. I haven't laughed that hard since I got my last pay raise 8 years ago.
Well, it's bound to get even more funny here with more funny games, funny moments, and lots of laughs.
As Cuba Gooding Jr. said in Boat Trip, show me the funny. So was my laugh track.
It's all in the timing. Okay, listen. As Cuba Gooding Jr. said in Boat Trip, show me the funny.
And now it's time for X-Play Apologizes. Hey, look at segments that just didn't work. This time, pump it up, exceed.
And now X-Play apologizes and says sorry for a segment that didn't work. Tonight's segment, Pump It Up, Exceed. Pump It Up, Exceed is a dance game. No surprise there. Lots of songs, lots of dancing, probably lots of fun if you're into that sort of thing. Should be a simple review, right? wrong. And what could kindly be categorized as not funny, some producers on X-Play thought it would be extremely hilarious to parody a 30-year-old bodybuilding documentary called Pumping Iron. Pump It Up Exceed? Pumping Iron? Get it? It's freaking hilarious. How can it fail? Watch.
I am always in heaven, especially when I'm playing Pump It Up Exceed.
See, stop the tape. Right there. So this guy thinks he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Really? Is there anything this camera whore won't do to get on television? Roll tape.
I am the Pump It Up Exceed master, and I'm not going to quit when I am the master. I mean, what the hell would I do quitting when I am the best at what I do now? Hey, Lou, you should use the pink ones. The pink ones are for you, because you're a girl. And I'll take the blue. What?
Stop. This guy's impersonating Lou Ferrigno? Really, Lou Ferrigno? Sure, he looks like Lou Ferrigno if Lou Ferrigno got cancer and went through 8 months of chemo. And who's this douchebag supposed to be?
You're Louie! Louie!
Yeah, this bit's not funny, but look how much fun these guys had.
When you're dancing and when you're playing and your legs are just moving, it feels a lot like you are, you know? So you want to dance like this.
Show the pole! What? Show the pole! What? Show the pole!
And then you have to hit at the button there, so you're dancing with your elbow and your arm like that, and you're dancing, and then it's great because I'll be able to in a spherical. But now I can step to the back right front. Just have to be dancing quiet, right? Yeah, totally.
As long as they amuse themselves, I guess that's what's important. Sometimes the X-Play staff is too clever for their own good. This segment is a perfect example of that. And for that and Pump It Up Exceed, X-Play apologizes.
And we are going and we are dancing and going, and it's great because when I am on the movie set, it feels like I... Let me try to do it one more time.
Up next on X-Play's Funniest Ever, the most unintentionally funny game ever. And later, laughs. Big ass laughs.
Welcome back to X-Play's Funniest Ever. This is the episode where we get mentioned in Entertainment Weekly's What to Watch list.
If they have the balls.
What do you know about balls, Adam?
Damn you, Morgan, and your biting wit. You remind me of a young Lance Henriksen.
Well, that's an odd reference.
Is it? Is it?
Run Like Hell. Most people don't remember Run Like Hell. It's one of those survival horror sci-fi hybrid games popular back in 2003. So why is it funny? It's not the gameplay, it's not the aliens, those damn dirty aliens. It's this guy, sci-fi legend Lance Henriksen. With a voice as velvety smooth as shattered glass, only Lance Henriksen could add the gravitas this extremely serious game deserves.
If there is a conspiracy, then I'd be part of it.
We love Lance Henriksen.
What are these bastards?
We love his fire.
What the hell?
His spirit.
Go sleep it off.
His ability to take any voice acting job offered him.
It's beautiful from up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Although I spend so much time up here, I sometimes forget it.
We just love Lance. And Lance loves the ladies.
Another dream.
Really, really loves the ladies. All kinds of ladies.
Pretty good. For a beginner.
Beginner, huh? I'll show you a beginner.
Hey.
Nick, Sam, you guys in there?
Oh, Lance, you dog. You're like a young David Hasselhoff.
Don't think that this is an excuse to get out of my lesson.
I wouldn't dream of it. I love you, you know that?
Yes, but it doesn't mean I don't like hearing it. I love you too, Hotshot. Until the end of time. Remember?
Until the end of time.
That one's a keeper, Lance. She has some nice, qualifications, doesn't she? Just the way Lance likes them.
The sooner we leave, the sooner you'll get back to her, lover boy. Let's get going.
And Lance is why Run Like Hell will always be X-Play's most unintentionally funny game ever. For how long, you ask?
Until the end of time.
Till the end of time, indeed. Bless you, Lance Henriksen. Bless you.
You have a safe trip.
See you soon.
Oh, Lance Henriksen, I love your Sasquatch movies on the Sci-Fi Network.
You know what I think is funny?
Anything with a Wayans brother?
Yes, but unfortunately we can't actually afford a Wayans brother.
Not even Marlin?
But we do have this.
Solid Snake on a plane. He's trained for stealth and built for thrills. Solid Snake on a plane.
Would you like some pretzels?
I wanted peanuts, not pretzels.
Solid Snake on a plane.
The flight attendants are working for Revolver Ocelot. And they're vampires.
That makes more sense than my last 3 games.
Solid Snake on a plane.
It's time for the in-flight meal. My boot in your ass.
Solid Snake on a plane.
Ben.
Who's the man who takes down any god he feels like? Kratos Jones. Can you dig it? Kratos Jones, private investigator and one-man Spartan army. Corrupt cops and out-of-control drug dealers. He's using his own brand of street justice to clean up Athens, Georgia.
I want Kratos Jones out of the picture.
The Irishman.
I ain't gonna let them hurt you no more.
Well, what are you gonna do, sugar?
What I do best.
This is my town, Kratos Jones. Go to Hades.
You first.
He fights evil. He paints his body. He gets the ladies. 250 pounds of pure fury. Kratos Jones at the E3 Grindhouse.
As long as X-Play shows recycle comedy bits, we'll always be on the cutting edge of funny, like Dane Cook. And if you thought that last segment was a gem, well, we'll even have more laughter, guffaws, and chuckles coming up.
In a moment, with great power comes great summer movie ripoffs. Plus, more laughs, big laughs on X-Play's funniest ever.
Come to the Honeycomb Beat Hideout.
Oh no! It's Morgan Webb!
The digital cable TV host?
I'm looking for a DS puzzle game with mediocre gameplay.
Honeycomb Beat! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
It's not good.
No, no, no! Honeycomb Beat's a DS game. 2 screens and it's pretty lame.
Honeycomb Beat, part of the summer drought of video games.
It should make many people with a DS happy. Not everybody, but enough people.
Welcome back to X-Play's Funniest Ever, or Mind and Mencia's Funniest Ever, when Carlos Mencia steals this idea a month from now. 2 things X-Play specializes in are dated movie parodies and prostituting our interns for airtime. This is because we're both financially and creatively bankrupt. So we mostly rely on getting unpaid employees to make fun of an idea somebody else had. And snap, you've got TV magic.
Here's your sandwich, Mr. Eric. I bought it with my own money, just like you asked. Leave it.
How do you intern so good?
I'd like to intern you sometime.
Eric.
Adam, I got Pokemon games for you to review. Get on it.
Spider-Man 3-bit. Stay tuned 4 months from now when we do our Transformers special.
That was intended as playful self-mockery of the lack of timeliness in our parodies.
Yeah, but when I said it, it just kind of seemed sad.
On the subject of things less funny than we'd hoped, here's Postal 2.
Humankind, capable of elaborate expressions of creative ingenuity, selfless acts of kindness, deep, resonating moments of charity, senseless acts of mindless sadism. Ever wonder what would happen if you force-fed your brain a bowl of Jacobean speeches and snuff films? The high-velocity arc of vomit that would eventually come from it would probably closely resemble this game.
Oh man, how am I gonna get that back?
Postal 2, a poorly coded rant at just about anything that walks in front of its birdshot-spewing mouth hole. It definitely thinks it's funny.
Honey, I'm home. Damn, this is gonna take a while.
It never lets a minute go by without wetly sneezing out another strain of bad dialogue.
I suppose it would have been more politically correct to kill the women and the minorities first.
So is it a game or a really bad TV show with a laugh track? Postal 2 takes on the ESRB. Spineless game publishers.
Get on! You want money too?
Nurses, cows, cats, elephants, and Gary Coleman. It takes it on from a kind of teenage serial killer's point of view, destroying everything just because summer's not quite working out as planned. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with excessive violence in games, but in Postal 2, it's a distraction from the fact that it's a crappy game.
Is it true you were the inspiration for Viagra?
As far as you know, babe.
Story elements are distilled from the kind of thoughts an angry man generates while waiting at the DMV. This, of course, corresponds with gameplay. The challenge is minimal. Your arsenal is comprised of items from the old tool shed of torture. Hammers, check. Scissors, check. And stupid. Gasoline? Uh-huh. Thinly veiled racial stereotypes posing as religious zealots? Why not?
The infidel has penetrated our nest.
It's a sadist emulator. It's also the perfect game for people who destroy their city because their sports team won something. As far as it being funny, Postal 2's laughing at a joke it keeps telling itself.
Oh, my merciful God, he's poaching our elephant brethren.
The last time I saw something try that hard to be funny but fail was Jimmy Fallon. Poor Jimmy. Nobody really knows what happened to him after Taxi. I mean, scholars have debated for centuries, but finally they decided they just didn't care. But if I know my field comedians, he's probably a writer for X-Play.
After the break, on X-Play's funniest ever, we get a little bit lowbrow and a little bit Madsen.
So, the priest turns to the rabbi and says, "Take my X-Play, please."
Why do you have to wear blue, Adam?
Because I'm angry.
Hey fans, welcome back to X-Play's funniest ever. If it's funny or mildly amusing or just a passing amusement, you'll find it here. You'll also find Conker's Bad Fur Day, which isn't actually amusing, but does have repeated references to human excrement.
Never has one squirrel displayed its nuts with such pride. Conker hit the crapper on the N64 with Bad Fur Day, where it proceeded to bomb the Porcelain Harbor with more jokes from the ass factory than you could shake an empty toilet roll at.
Ooh, it's like the screaming I'm out of here!
Under the assumption that you can't flush a good turd down, Conker emerged with a shiny new digital paint job on the Xbox in Bad Fur Day. It's the same game, but everything seemed so much sweeter. I mean, what do you get when you combine excessive adorability with the men's room at Ozfest? Oh, Conker, you crazy. Conker's toity humor emanates from the odiferous loo. Lowbrow, you said it.
Speak up,
Mightily endowed anthropomorphic plants bursting with milkweed, lecherous bees, ass-vacuating flatulent vermin, and of course, Conker's main comedic ingredient, booty cake. Yes, what would Conker be without his questionable fixation with the old brown trout? This game's not just dropping a few friends off at the lake, it's flushing the whole damn world. The thing that works about Conker's body beige humor is the voice acting.
Somebody's got to kick his ass. Ain't gonna be me. I'm a broad. Now you don't kick ass.
I'm a paint pot anyway. I'm a paint pot.
The sheer array of personalities also made each corner Conker circumvented into another eye-widening surprise. Each challenge resplendent with humorous caricatures with uniquely inspiring solutions.
Conker, honey, fancy going for a bounce?
Sure, this humor's brows are firmly attached to your ankles, but when it's delivered by the talent within the game, even butt dumplings have a place at the table.
That was pretty lowbrow. I'm feeling a little dirty now.
Speaking of lowbrow, there's been a lot of great video game voice talent in the universe, but when it comes to special voice acting, there can be only one.
Michael Ironsides.
No.
Peter Cullen?
No.
Ew, not Patrick Stewart.
Lord, no, he's never going to be on X-Play again.
Kevin Pereira.
I don't know that name. No, when it comes to voice talent, there's only one word to know. Madsen. Michael Madsen.
The Triads think they can mess with me? Let's teach these would-be tough guys what it means to be a tough guy.
Nick, I know about this case. It's way over your head.
You cut a deal, Bargus, but you're not gonna give them back their V8. I am.
You have the right to shut the hell up.
Screw you!
Shut the f*** up.
You there. If you're feeding us bullshit,
You're gonna lose more than just a finger.
Michael Madsen, I loved you in Free Willy. I fell in love with you in Free Willy too. And you're the guy who taught me that when you cut off some guy's ear, do it with a smile.
It's tough to make a Yu-Gi-Oh game look exciting. It's also tough to make a card battle game look exciting. Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour combines both of these into one big mediocre gaming experience. Is there any way X-Play can make this game look fun and pleasing? Doubtful. Let's take a look. Oh no. No. Stop the tape. A Frankenstein parody? Why? Why? Why, X-Play? Why? What's the connection to Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, I remember. The producer of this segment was going through some personal problems and had some quote-unquote issues, meaning alcohol. Yes, he still works here. Oh, this is bad. Nice location scouting too, X-Play. Oh, stop the tape. Go back. Look at Frankie try and sit down. Nice acting, Frank. We've gotten a lot of emails asking which X-Play staff member was under the Frankenstein mask, and we've gotten a lot more emails saying, who cares? Here's a secret lesson, kids. When X-Play doesn't know how to end a segment, it just adds music and dances. It's called lazy producing. Does it make sense? No. Is it funny? God, no. This was edited down. There was much more dancing. Much more dancing. Sometimes X-Play thinks it's funny even when it's obvious nobody else does. And for that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour, X-Play apologizes. We're sorry.
Still to come. Have you ever heard of the healing power of laughter? You will with X-Play's funniest ever.
So now that we're working our way through X-Play's funniest ever, Ebola, global warming, Kathy Griffin, some things just aren't funny. They're serious social problems we have to face as a nation. But however serious they are, they seem like a laugh riot compared to our next game, Silent Hill 2.
Leave us both the hell alone! Stop! Leave her alone!
It's okay not to laugh. This game just isn't funny. Silent Hill 2 might be the most unfunny game we've ever played. The first shot of the game is a filthy urinal. James here is desperately trying to find his wife. She sent him a letter telling him to meet her in Silent Hill. That would be romantic, except the town of Silent Hill makes the torture complex and hostel look like McDonald's playground. James descends into his own private hell of guilt and bloody flesh monsters. James meets lots of happy-go-lucky friends along the way. You're gonna get TB if you keep crawling around like that. The environments in Silent Hill 2 give me pink eye from just looking at them. The next clip is famous. It's Pyramid Head raping a couple mannequin monsters. Yep, this is totally not funny. What if we set it to the William Tell overture? Still not funny. Circus music? No. Let's turn up the romance.
I'm in the mood for love.
I just threw up a little in my mouth. Moving on to the monster that throws up all over you. Wherever you turn, Silent Hill 2 has something to disturb you, disgust you, or both. That's why we love it. Silent Hill 2 is genuinely scary and completely involving. But like an episode of X-Play, it is definitely not funny.
I'm in the mood for love.
It's not that Silent Hill 2 is a bad game. It's not. It's just not that funny. Like a CBS sitcom, but without the irony or underlying sadness or Leah Remini. And when we feel that kind of sadness, we need a dose of Prince. X-Play certainly has changed since its early days.
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen the show in years.
X-Play is just not as good as it used to be.
And I don't think Morgan's a gamer.
Thank you. That was our one I play based on the X-Play message boards.
Yes, we'll be performing it on street corners during the summer, usually in front of an Office Depot somewhere.
In a moment, there are laughs and there are laughs, but there's only one big laugh. You'll find out on X-Play's funniest ever.
Hi, Adam and Morgan. My name is Kobayashi, the former hot dog eating champion of the world. I have a joke for you. Adam, your mom is so fat, the back of her neck looks like a pack of hot dogs. That's competitive eating humor. My career's over. Bye, Adam and Morgan.
Hey, we're back with X-Play's funniest ever, and humor's great unless it leads to truly creepy laughter. That's not okay. Fran Drescher and President Bush, both really creepy laughers. But neither can compete with this sequence from Final Fantasy X.
The Final Fantasy series is known for its passionate fan base, melodrama, action, and questionable hairstyles. And now Final Fantasy is known for one more thing: laughter. Here it is, straight out of Final Fantasy X, X-Play's favorite laughing scene of all time. So let's just sit back and enjoy the healing power of laughter.
This is weird.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Robin Williams hasn't heard laughs like this since 1983. Scratch that, 73.
And now it's time for another X-Play Apologizes, a look at a segment that makes us say, what the f were we thinking?
Towards Castle Gen Con.
The story of Grabnar is a tale as old as time itself.
It started because no X-Play staff member wanted to go to Gen Con. Hey, let's send the Grabnar character. It'll be wacky. It'll be funny. We were so wrong.
Grabnar demands another adventure.
This was meant to be a 3-minute field piece shot at Gen Con. That wasn't good enough for some of the X-Play producers. It should be a fantasy epic, a D&D extravaganza. Yes.
I'm so confused.
No. God, no. Notice the amazing detail of the basement set. Check out this stunning visual effects shot. Space vampire outfit, purchased online. Lego castle, purchased at Toys R Us. The silence of no one laughing, that was free. If there's something X-Play's known for, it's our attention to detail.
The clash could be heard all the way to the Arby's down the street.
Look here, this is a perfectly respectable exposition scene between Grabnar and his friend Grippy. Notice Grabnar's not wearing a helmet. Now there's a helmet. No helmet. Helmet. Finally, around hour 3 of the skit, Grabnar actually gets to Gen Con. We shot 6 hours of Grabnar wandering around Gen Con. Here's what made the final cut. Only 19 seconds of convention footage. Really? Wasn't Gen Con the whole point of doing the skit in the first place? That's how we roll. Grabnar Goes to Gen Con was such an epic piece of work that the producers, and by producers, we mean the one guy who thought this was a good idea, trimmed it down. This is the never-before-seen footage of the Grabnar deleted bathroom scene.
It's a real nice axe you've got there, Joey.
You guys, this is the girls' bathroom.
What the hell were we thinking? Who wants to watch a bunch of jerks act out their cosplay fantasies? For thinking the world needed not one Grabnar skit, but 2. The bad sets, the worse acting.
So if he doesn't show up on the battlefield, I'll take ours instead.
For all of it, X-Play apologizes. We're so sorry.
So, is the game over then?
No. It's just begun.
So then I said a secret. That's not a video game. That's my wife.
We are not allowed to mention his name ever again. That's the law.
Listen, Webb, I didn't break the law. I am the law.
Up next on X-Play's funniest ever, the big goodbye. Yes, that means bloopers.
We're well into our 18th hour of showing you X-Play's funniest ever.
And we could go on for another 18 hours. That's how funny this little show is. If only people would notice.
Remember, Adam, we didn't get into the video game business for fame or fortune. We did it for the love of the game.
Isn't that a Kevin Costner movie?
You're a Kevin Costner movie.
Oh, it's tough to be the straight man.
Nothing straight about you, Cecily.
I'll walk right into that one.
Master Chief was America's sweetheart, the personification of the Space Marine next door. When the pressure of stardom and success became too much, he began to self-destruct. Few games in the past 10 years have had the financial and social impact of the Halo franchise. Even Hollywood was knocking on Master Chief's door. But the price of success was beginning to take its toll. And in early 2006, he threatened a reporter during an interview.
No, I won't show you my face. How about this? You can take a look at the barrel of my assault rifle.
Despite the bad press, Microsoft continued to support Master Chief and Halo, releasing the Halo 3 trailer on Xbox Live. But the excitement was short-lived, as Gears of War and Cliffy B started stealing Master Chief's spotlight.
I had drinks one night with Cliffy at Casa del Mar.
I'm Cliff Bleszinski, and today I'm going to give you a brief demonstration of Gears of War.
Feeling threatened by the success of Gears of War, and when the launch of the Halo 3 beta crashed, Master Chief went into seclusion, refusing to work on his game and drinking heavily. He had hit rock bottom when his daughter released this video.
Promise me you're not going to get any more alcohol tonight.
What?
Promise me you're not going to get more alcohol tonight, okay?
The sad video sent shockwaves through the gaming community. And soon after, even Hollywood turned its back on Master Chief.
The film was on track with Peter Jackson producing, but then when the movie lost its funding, Hollywood apparently lost interest.
But then something miraculous happened. Microsoft fixed the Halo 3 beta, and the gaming community responded by flooding Xbox Live. The news of the beta's success single-handedly shook Master Chief out of his downward spiral. The future looks bright for Master Chief as he moves forward, trying to put his demons to rest. All the world can do is wait and see how Halo 3 shapes up.
What do you get when you combine a pencil, toenail clippers, and a sailboat?
Night out with Adam Sessler?
You're not silly. It's another peek into the magical world of the X List.
Today's list, top 5 games for people with deja vu. Number 5, Okami. When the wolf howls in the moonlight, that means it's go time. Really, really go time. Number 4, Okami. When the wolf howls in the moonlight, that means it's go time. Really, really go time. Number 3, Okami. When the wolf howls in the moonlight, that means it's go time. Really, really go time. Number 2, Okami. When the wolf howls in the moonlight, that means it's go time. Really, really go time. Number 1, Okami. When the wolf howls in the moonlight, that means it's go time. Really, really go time.
I feel I've seen that segment before.
Well, sure, we've had some laughs tonight. We've enjoyed each other's company. But mostly we've enjoyed relatively entertaining you, our fans.
So here's a look back at what really goes on behind the scenes here at X-Play.
Oh, it's not a blooper reel, is it?
No, it's an outtake reel. More classy.
Hey, world, time to quit your reaching and shoving. Time to teach your children some love. There's a new page to turn and a lot of loving to learn. Hey, world, you were always chasing a rainbow. All you really need to make rainbow is someone who loves you and who's there, whatever you do. Gonna stand right up for love, make the world light up for love. Everything is gonna sing out, and bells are gonna ring out. Let the sun shine from you, gonna see what love can do. Gonna stand right up for love, make the world light up for love. Everything is gonna sing out, and bells are gonna ring out. Let the sun shine from you, gonna see what love can do. People are the reason we have full living, and it's time we started and give. Them love, we all need love. Teach the world to love. Teach the world to love.
Well, we hope you enjoyed X-Play's funniest ever.
And we hope you had as much fun watching as we had hosting.
Good night, everybody.